Station Houston, are you ready for the event?
That's affirmative, Houston, ready for the event.
ESPN Radio, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call the station for a voice check.
Several draft picks. It's not like the
station, this is ESPN Radio. How do you hear me?
But in the NFL, you can get that quarterback or at least keep him upright like the Raiders and Derek Carr. If Eli Manning's got time to throw, we've seen he's won Super Bowls. So it's exciting stuff. All right, astronaut. Barry Butch Wilmore, you can see him live on ESPNU. He's joining us in the herd. He's the commander of the International Space Station. So, Barry, I'm going to start with this. This is a massive, what is the size of the International Space Station?
It's actually quite enormous, Colin. Hello to you and all your listeners, by the way. It's huge. It's the size of at least 5 buses connected end to end. It's probably just about a football field long and a football field wide if you count the trusses. It's an enormous laboratory.
How fast is it currently going?
I checked the speedometer earlier, Colin. I think it said 17,503 miles per hour.
You may want to pump the brakes there. All right, so it's zero gravity. What does zero gravity do to you physically? Are you tired a lot? Does it make you hungry? What does it do to your metabolism?
You know, Colin, I don't know if it's a zero gravity or the workload or what, but the metabolism, it is different up here. I mean, very different. I can eat all that I want and I don't gain weight. I mean, it's bliss in that respect. So the metabolism, and I think most people that come up here, it is different. It does change. I know one thing, specifically what it does to me physically. I'm 50 and, I've got wrinkles on Earth, sagging here and there. But in space, you've got a fluid shift. You don't have gravity pulling the fluid to your lower extremities. The fluid kind of goes right around your body, and the wrinkles disappear, and the joint aches stop. So it's fantastic.
Wow, same reason people move to Florida. So how do you sleep? How, do you float? Like right now you're floating. How do you sleep? Where do you sleep?
Yeah, I have a little crew quarters that I actually sleep in. It's about the size of a large coffin, I guess. And in that crew quarters, I can push against the wall with my feet and put my back against the wall and kind of stabilize myself. But I do prefer just to float in there. And initially, because there's air moving, you bounce very gently against the wall, but eventually, as you float a while, you sort of stabilize out and you don't hit anything, and it's wonderful.
So, do you know if it's night or day where you're at? I mean, if you're traveling at how many miles an hour, as you said, you're going around space, do you know where you're at? Is it night? Is it day? Does that screw up your head?
Not at all. I mean, we get 16 sunrises and sunsets a day, and cycling through that day-night cycle is beautiful when you look out the window. The colors as sunrises and the sunsets, it's just thrilling. I mean, absolutely amazing. But we stay on a cycle. We're GMT time. I'm on London time, basically. And, we don't always have the opportunity to look out the window, so we keep the lights on during the daytime, so it sort of keeps our circadian rhythm in check, and we turn them off at night, and that just keeps us on a normal cycle.
Do you get lonely?
Colin, I've been alone up here for 2 weeks because we've got a launch coming up on Sunday, and I got some crewmates that'll join me. But the 2 weeks, no, not lonely at all. It's such a unique place, Colin. I mean, it's thrilling. There's so much difference than normal life than what you're used to that those emotions of loneliness and whatnot, they haven't affected me at all. No, there's too much other things to be or keep your mind going.
By the way, this is the commander of the International Space Station, Butch Wilmore, Barry Butch Wilmore, who's a sports fan and we're a fan. We're doing this live right now. They are traveling at a speed I don't recall, but it would get you several tickets down here on Earth. For the record, did you hear the Raiders won last night? We're not sure how fast you get the news up there.
I did. We do have some live uplinks, so I can watch some live games. It's a little late for me to watch the night games, so I don't watch those live. But I get some uplinked. I'm a big SEC fan. I love to watch SEC. So usually I tell them to skip up the SEC games on Saturdays, and then I also I watch a little Texas Christian TCU Horned Frogs as well. I watch those guys too.
Yeah, they've been complaining down here about SEC bias. I'm not sure if there's SEC bias in space. I'll ask that the next time you're on the show. But how did you become an astronaut? You don't major in astronaut. How did you? What? Can you give us a short story?
I'll try to make it short. I joined the Navy. I had a patriotic tug to do my part for my country. I'm still active duty. I'm a captain in the Navy. Went through the wickets, was able to make it to test pilot school, and it's kind of a wicket for at the time, but be selected as a shuttle pilot, you had to kind of hit that wicket, and went to school, studied hard, got an advanced degree or two, and then made application, and eventually NASA selected me. So that's the very short story.
Can you control your spinning here? Like if you want to spin, can you do a little spin job here for me?
Yeah, I always wanted to do a backflip, Colin, but on Earth I can't. But here, it's sweet. Also, something else I wanted to show you. It's basketball season.
How come you're not wearing
and we always talk about how high can you jump. I was going to say, it's basketball season. You're concerned about how high you can jump. And on Earth, I've got about a 2-inch vertical. But here, and I'm sorry your radio listeners can't see this.
Wow, you're like Dominic
I'm the king of the vertical up here.
That is awesome. How come you're not wearing shoes? Well, what's the deal with no shoes?
Well, that's something, Colin. The bottom of my feet, everybody's got calluses on their feet, and I've only been here 2 months, and my calluses on the bottom of my feet are completely gone because I don't walk on them. And now, because, these handrails, you see these handrails that I'm holding now, and we always grab it with our feet. I'm actually getting calluses on the tops of my feet now because I'm always grabbing the handrails with my feet, the tops of them.
And finally, airlines make sure they don't show certain movies on planes. You're not going to watch Gravity tonight or Alien or anything like that up there, right?
You're absolutely right. I will not be watching those movies.
Well, I appreciate it. We're big fans. This has been an absolute pleasure for me. Astronaut Navy Captain Barry Butch Wilmore, who flew the Space Shuttle Atlantis, piloted that. We really appreciate you stopping by. This has been an absolute pleasure for me and our audience.
Oh, it's been a huge pleasure for me, Colin. Thanks for doing this. This has been great. Hello to all your listeners.
All right, there you go. That is, I really like that. Is that amazing?
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Thank you, ESPN Radio. Station, we will be resuming operational audio communications.
And we copy. Thanks.